I can understand this is a sensitive topic to deal with. And I know majority of single mothers are everywhere. It could be our sister, it could be our auntie, cousin, friend, and neighbor. But the reality of becoming a single mother is due to different circumstances. Some became single mother due to the fact that the husband died untimely, and some actually run for their life due to abuse and all manners of bad behavior from the man or herself. But it all boils down to wrong choice. I know whatever I say about single mother effect today, they are going to argue, what if, what about, don't generalize, and in fact you don't know what you are talking about. We know this is the way you people respond, but the fact remains that 7 out of 10 men that decide to marry a single mother have reasons to regret their decision. Why is it now a dangerous route to choose a single mother as wife? Because if you really want to choose her, you need to use all the scope, do research, and whatever you can do before you can sign up. Because if you do sign up without doing this research, my dear brother, you might end up regretting your action, or probably you cannot condone the same story or the same issue she has committed or whatever that transpired over there. If the same thing happened in your relationship, that is why you really need to think. But the widows who in no way involved in the death of the husband, or those women that decide to run out for their life, not to go and die in the process of getting married, are not involved in this thing. That is only if they have learned from their mistakes as well. Brother, if you are involved in relationship with any single mother, always ask about the story of the previous relationship. Yes, my dear brother, no matter what the story sound like, never you trust that story. But you will use the story to do your research, because by the time you do your research, you might not be able to really manage what you got as your result. And that is the more reason you really need to be careful before you sign up, because that man over there is not a madman, of course. So think. One of the major problems of single mother is that they have grown to love their children so much due to the bitter experience they've got in the previous relationship. And you being the new man, you will now have to struggle to share the love between the child and yourself from one woman. Let us think deeply about this. Even some single mothers are so terrible to the extent that they will transfer the bitterness in the previous relationship to their children. My dear brother, if you see such, that one is damaged beyond repair. You can't fix her. Think deeply about this. And another problem is that the most time put a man into a slavery position where he will be required to sponsor this child or the children, no matter what the case may be. And he will not be able to discipline the same child to his best of intelligence. Think about this. How sad is it to sponsor a child you cannot discipline to the best of your knowledge? And it is also discovered that some of these single mothers don't completely disconnect with their ex, all in the name of they needed help, but they don't need the relationship. But they will use that relationship into getting help from you. My dear brother, the moment she got the help she needed from you, she's a goner. That is what I'm talking about. That is why you need to do a whole lot of research, spiritual, physical. In fact, if you can go to lab and do all manners of research, go and do it before you sign up. And for that reason, they don't care about the life of the man and his priorities. All they think about is what they stand to get. And that is where the problem lies. But I want to advise you single mothers of this generation, please and please, we don't have another gender to fall in love with, because there are circumstances where it will be inevitable for a man to get married to you as a single mother, probably due to age or what. But one thing I want you to focus on is the solution, and don't keep dwelling in that bitterness of the past relationship, because the new man you just found now is not part of the problem of that past relationship. My dear sister, wake up your mind and get out of this negativity so that you can build a new home for yourself. Obviously, we know there are some lazy, nuisance, useless men in our society, but life itself has a way of dealing with these men. because they will not have access to good women of their choice. They cannot mingle with quality of friends they desire. They cannot really deal with the way they really want to deal. They cannot even trend or live the lifestyle they want to live because they are lazy nuisance or whatever. Sisters, if you don't clear your mind about the problem of the past, you will still be dwelling in the negativity of the past. And when you find another man, it is either you attract the same kind of man or you find a good man and get rejected afterwards. My dear sister, think about this. You need to focus more on solution positivity so that you can build yourself a good home. Because of a truth, divorce is a problem multiplier for both men and women. But most women don't survive it. That is one thing you really need to understand, because divorce mostly change women's personality. And when your personality is changed, that means it's destroyed. You are not going to function like a woman you used to be. Focus on positivity so that you can build a good new life for yourself. Learn to accept past mistakes and correct it rather than focusing on blaming other people, whereby you go over the places and start damaging other men. Think about this. As a single mother, you stand a very high chance of finding a man that can transport you from where you are to where you want to be in short period of time, due to the experience you've had in the past. That is only if you use those experience positively with the new man you found, and then you will find the peace you are craving for. I can understand that not all single mothers are terrible, and in fact some single mothers are those destroying the word single mother for you people. But the truth is that it is in your choice to be the best for yourself. Think deeply about this. The more you go around with negativity, the more you damage other men. Think, and may God bless.